May 25th, 2009, late in the evening, one Cory D Williams would upload a video on the rising video sharing platform YouTube about his take on the boys versus girls topic. But little to Cory's knowledge at the time, this would kickstart a series of events that would lead to an algorithm-defying, YouTube-dominating, 10 million subscribers having legend. The Shogun himself, Cory X Kenshin.
When we reach 10 million, if we reach 10 million, I will be announcing my retirement from YouTube.
It's over. After a decade of ups, downs, lefts, rights, and many breaks, Cory has done it. He has received the diamond play button. This is a reward that YouTube sends you after you reach a goal that many creators strive to have. The goal of 10 million subscribers. 10 million individual accounts all have decided to subscribe and support Cory on his adventure on YouTube. And now, it's all over. But how did this one random Michigan boy without any big company or corporation behind him, no massive partnership or not even really that big on sponsors, become one of the fastest growing individuals on the platform? Well, let's find out.
Sup YouTube, sup YouTube, sup YouTube, sup YouTube, sup YouTube.
Cory had joined YouTube during the peak of its early days, back when everyone was first hearing about this video sharing platform. He continued to release videos recorded in his college dorm, talking about random subjects or events that crossed his mind, such as school, Michael Jackson, and of course his 10 out of 10 would buy again ad for the green Disney hat of happiness.
The green Disney hat of happiness! Yeah.
His channel, although far from popular, did amass a small audience that notes enjoying his content for his style, his humor, personality, and relatability. Over time, he would quickly change his style of content towards more short sketches with his many characters alongside everyone's favorite, Kelsey.
Did you hear what I said? No one turns Kelsey down.
These were then followed by a smooth transition into vlogs, and then... well, actually, not quite that quick. He did take a couple of years off in between vlogs and gaming in order to focus on
Calculus 2, computer programming, learning C++, and the fundamentals of computer science.
But returning, he had a newfound love for games and creating content, so he would merge the two and become addicted to creators like Markiplier, Poised, and of course, Yummy Mash. His love for this kind of content would soon find him making gaming content of his own, and little did anyone know, this would be the beginning of an era. Cory's first introduction into the YouTube gaming world would find himself playing a small indie horror title, Whitefinger, and oh my gosh, he's covering the Bandicam watermark with this logo. This video was released on October 24th, 2013, and despite the far cry of editing we see nowadays, despite how far in the past it was, and despite it being his first gaming video, it was still filled to the brim with that good old Kenshin charm.
That's, okay,
And then 3 months later, Cory would upload a Happy Wheels gaming video, followed by a Super Punch-Out series a month later, and then that same month, Cory began his playthrough series of the horror game Ib. Throughout this series, Cory displayed a clear passion in video making. He improved his editing quite a bit, touched up on his overall skill, and even upped his comedy game, the foundation of his channel up to that point. This series began to pull in more viewers, and became the foundation for this love-hate relationship with Cory Games. While being a great Cory, you just ran by the exit, what are you? Once his time with this game ended, Cory would soon upload a vlog in which he claimed,
I want to post 2 per day.
Hold on, wait, what? This video came out less than 2 weeks after he started his series on Ib. God dang! He was uploading so much back then, my, how the turns have tabled.
I want to eventually, and I know it's probably going to take a long time, but eventually reach 10,000 subscribers.
Cory. Cory, you. Oh, Cory. What a funny man. Little did he know. Oh, how little he knew.
Feel free at any time to say like, Cory, I don't think this game is working, try this game, or Cory, your style is a little bland, or whatever. Feel free to let me know. I'm open to change, so yeah, don't be afraid to say like this isn't working or something like that.
Oh right, Cory's involvement in his own community is something I'm seeing surprisingly little of nowadays, despite it being a clearly positive trend from YouTube's early days. Cory is willing to take, accept, and to improve upon criticism, which he doesn't often get because of his massive supporting and understanding community. It's a nice little bond that, once again, you don't really see much nowadays. After this update, his channel continued as expected. Continuous horror uploads such as Mad Father and The Crooked Man, while also sprinkling in some insanity. This became the perfect blend of horror, humor, and charm to amass a grand total of 2,000 subscribers. Cory was over the moon for this. However, unbeknownst to him, this growth would not be slowing down anytime soon. He continued his average upload schedule, roughly uploading 2 and even rarely 3 times every day, with series like Witch's House, The Impossible Quiz, Battlefield, and occasionally vlogs. Sonic, Happy Wheels, Pokemon, The Sandman, Amnesia, and probably the oldest video on of Cory's that I still watch to this day, Classroom Aquatic. I don't know, I find it fun. Cory just has this energy to him that shines him in the best light. He isn't just a YouTuber in these videos, he's a friend, your energetic, funny, and creative friend. Cory began a new series where he took time to appreciate his community, a trend that clearly showed he was decently ahead of his time. This further cemented my earlier statement. Cory no longer came across as some random Michigan college student. He was your friend. This video and many of his following ones also had tremendously better and cleaner edits than his earlier work, and as time went on, they only got better. He also did a charity stream back at this time when he had less than 8,000 subscribers, and this man was already trying to give back to the community, surpassing his goal of $25 by 4 times that. Cory was incredibly thankful, humble, and ready for more, so let's just say this was well deserved when after a bit of Corpse Party, Outlast, and Whistleblower, he would hit 4,000 subscribers. And with such early milestones, you would expect some videos around this time to be considered as classics nowadays. Well, how about we one-up that with 2 videos that made history for this channel. Cory would soon begin a series on the upcoming internet sensation Five Nights at Freddy's that would continue to haunt his future. But right next door to this series, we would find the one and only Ao Oni.
Ooh. Alright, you ready for them juke skills? Ooh! Barry Sanders!
With one swift motion, one quick ankle break, history was made. And with these 2 increasingly popular series, Cory would be skyrocketing well past 10,000 subscribers.
I'm so dumbfounded right now that the channel is at 10,000. I just want you guys to know that I thank you so very much, and this couldn't have been possible without every single one of you. I don't know what you do. You tell your friends, you share it on Twitter, or whatever you do. Word of mouth is extremely powerful, but thanks to all of you for making this day possible for me. And that just goes to show you that no matter what goal that you set for yourself, as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you keep pushing and keep your determination, as long as your willpower stays strong and resolute, there is nothing that can stop you.
Cory had done it. He had hit 10,000 subscribers only 6 months after stating that it was his goal. He was achieving growth and recognition faster than he had ever expected. And now it was his time to, what the heck, he's already at 20k. Wait, what just happened? It took him less than a month to double his previous goal, something that shocked and excited Cory. He posted a thankful video and continued his normal schedule. By this point, he had started a couple popular series, his Highlights series, the Forest series, the Walking Dead series, and continued his CK Day series. He also released his first line of merch, and let me tell you, I did not actually purchase any of this lineup because I didn't know about him yet. But since I will probably forget to write this in later, I just want to mention that for my birthday, I actually asked for some of his merch, and I'll just put a picture on screen if I can find it. I might actually not have it anymore. I don't know, it doesn't fit me, but I got it. Ta-da. Where was... Oh, wait. Right. We're at Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That came out and destroyed any of his previous series numbers by quite a bit. He uploaded this series right next to his very popular and long-running series Over the Evil Within. And very, very soon after, Cory would once again double his previous goal and end up with a total of 40,000 subscribers. And only one I Am Bread series later, and boom, 50,000 subscribers, halfway to Cory's ultimate goal, or what he thought was his goal. And let me tell you, what follows this is what I consider the classic era. When I think of OG Cory content, this is what I think of. How to Eat an Oreo is a classic. Five Nights at Wario's is a series that I honestly still kind of enjoy rewatching to this day. Social Interaction Trainer is another classic Cory video, but not only that, around this time he also began his opening mail series and his reading comment series. He then went to PAX East, played a bunch of FNAF games, and began his Life is Strange series, and then officially began his playthrough of FNAF's third installment. But instead of FNAF, we've talked about that enough, I want to look at his Life is Strange series, and instead of the actual gameplay, I want to pay attention to the player, Cory.
You know, it's just a video game, so you don't really, well, people who aren't really struggling with suicide, we only see it as a video game. But in the comment section, there was someone who said something along the lines of, I should put a suicide warning or something on the video, and it hit me that, you know, I get letters in the mail from the P.O. box from people who are struggling with suicide. Now, I've never struggled with suicide ever, and regardless of if you believe in God or not, I just want you to know that there are people who care about you.
Cory's actions here, his words, his tone, and his feelings touch the audience. Cory once again goes out of his way in a crowd of nearly 70,000 people, tries his hardest to not offend a single one. Cory is human, as are the rest of us, and he has done a much better job than many of his peers at reminding us that. He has stayed humble, honest, and kind, no matter what the numbers displayed next to his name say. And this video is an amazing representation of Cory, not the energetic, humorous, and bonkers samurai on camera, but the kind, thoughtful human, Cory Williams.
150,000 subscribers. That if I could reach 150,000 subscribers after 1 year of doing this, then I would keep doing it for another year. And if not, then I'm coming back to university. And unfortunately, that would mean that I would need to step away from YouTube.
And with that, the videos continued. The Akinator, Stanley Parable, One Night at Flumpty's, Plug and Play, highlights, comments, and more mail. Cory would then officially move into his very own apartment, and then begin the kind of pre-Golden Age era. And I'll be honest, I have no clue why, but his Five Nights at Wario's 3 playthrough from this time is honestly one of, if not my favorite series from this time. Turbo Dismount, Happy Wheels, and Omegle continued his lighthearted series, while Never Ending Nightmares and Five Nights at the Chum Bucket would continue his incredibly popular horror series. Cory then raised $31,000 for charity, $5,000 of which was donated by FNAF's creator himself, and that's when the counter hit 80,000. Then Subnautica, Off, and Agario all allowed for more diverse content to begin taking place, and then boom, Cooking with Kenshin, let's go. One day, Cory just woke up and thought, hey, what if I created the single most iconic series on my channel ever? Geometry Dash blew up on Cory's channel, his Highlights series became even more popular, his Yandere Simulator series began picking up, and his Mortal Kombat series, arguably his most viewed series ever, started up. And of course, who can forget the classic, the Swedish Fish commercial?
You just messed up. But you said.
And with that, the counter passed 90,000. Then Five Nights at Freddy's 4 came out, but on Cory's channel, it wasn't nearly as popular as Five Nights at Candy's was. And then, with the Bite of 87, or Chomp of 83, or whatever people are calling this nowadays, the counter would pass 100,000. It's crazy to think about how massive this milestone was at the time, since Cory nowadays gets these numbers of subscribers every week. But it was crazy. This was his ultimate goal, and I can only really think of one major goal after 100,000. That's right. Cory's journey was far from over. In fact, I'd be lying if I said it hadn't only just begun. So yes, Cory had hit 100,000 subscribers, 10 times his original long-term goal. So how did he do it? well,
You have to do it you have to like change.
Cory would soon end his Nightblight series, end his Five Nights at Candy series, and end his FNAF series. Cory's time in between 100,000 and future achievements was very much an experimental time, whether or not his fans, or even Cory for that matter, realized it. A short vlog at the store, N++, the continuation of Cooking with Kenshin, There Is No Game, Hot Sauce Challenge, Rocket League, and...
You've taken it too far!
that. He collaborated with his little brother, began an Until Dawn series, made a Spider-Man kit, and officially showed us his new silver play button. This video right here is a very special one on his channel, and blah 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 blah, I'll just let the man himself explain it.
I made a decision a while ago that if I couldn't do that, if I couldn't put everything into YouTube and get 150,000, that I'd be done. So that's when I moved into my apartment. That's when my life changed really dramatically, and I started to go 100% YouTube. And my friends, my samurai brethren, 4 months of me living here, and we have already reached 150,000 subscribers. Clap that up to one of the most illustrious YouTube communities of all time.
So yeah, anyways, he followed this video up with a video titled, I Need to Stop Beating Kids. Cory would continue the 3 biggest series on his channel at the time, Yandere Simulator, Bully, Scholarship Edition, and Mortal Kombat. And these 3 series came with some classic clips.
So I'm riding with my girl, we at the carnival, she trying to rock my world. I'm like, yo, we too young for that. Let me buy you a beer and fun for that. What?
Oh, hey, Subnautica. This is actually my favorite game, and this is actually how I found both Subnautica and Cory. But then I stopped watching him, and, well, we'll get to that in a bit. He began messing around with The Akinator and The Beginner's Guide. 2 completely different games, but both I would absolutely recommend watching. And then, boom! 200,000 subscribers. In less than 3 months, Cory was able to double the number of samurai in his community. When I said that this was only the beginning, clearly I meant it. It was also around this time when some of Cory's most popular videos were created. This Geometry Dash video and this Minecraft Story Mode video are both nearing 10 million views. But this new high for Cory, this quick and calm growth he had been seeing, would soon change. Not the growth, but the channel. Every now and then, Cory would miss his upload schedule or take small breaks, which kind of sent the wrong message to his fans. He also sort of unofficially paused his CoryxKenshin series, a series his fans had grown quite fond of. He quickly tried to respond as to why he had been gone on multiple occasions, and explained that he had slowly become quite burnt out from creating a fully well-edited gameplay video every single day. He explained it as nice as he could, and even apologized for it. This man is amazing. But unfortunately for Cory and his fans, the breaks wouldn't stop, or at least they would eventually return. Cory continued to spice up his content, vlogs, collabs, new games, and yet it wasn't enough. He streamed a 24-hour video for charity, traveled to New York, made a pizza, and on February 16th, 2016, Cory's infamous Street Fighters video was uploaded to YouTube. This is when I really found Cory. Sure, I had seen his Subnautica videos before, but this is really what got me hooked, as I watched many of his older videos after finding this, which led me to subscribe. However, my subscription was then followed with 3 months of silence. Cory did not upload for over 70 days, nothing on Twitter, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. This would be Cory's first large break from YouTube since his 2-year break in college in 2011 and 2012, aka his first break in over 3 years, and it was clearly needed.
However, my samurai brethren, today is a good day, for today marks the return of the samurai brother, Cory Kenshin! Nah, let me stop right there because I do not deserve any kind of praise right now. To everybody that I let worry, and to everybody that I let down, to everybody that was just looking, hoping and praying, I deeply apologize. I didn't plan for it. I didn't plan to just up and leave without a word for 2 months. I stayed in my office pretty much 20-21 hours a day. There was actually a time that I hated
I hated this chair because when I would edit, I would pretty much construct mental chains around myself, like connected to this chair, and it's really weird. It might sound really funny and really weird to some people. So with that, my brothers and sisters, I will see you all tomorrow.
But this would only be the beginning of a new era, a new Cory, and many, many breaks. Cory's first break was nothing crazy, and anyone with knowledge of how YouTube as a job functions would not have been surprised at Cory's break. However, one thing that I doubt anyone could have seen coming was, well, remember when he said that he wanted 150,000 subscribers in a year's time? Yeah, well, before that year was even up, he had garnered 583,000 subscribers. Cory's massive online success during a time where he was offline is quite literally algorithm defying. And it wouldn't even take but days for him to reach his first subscriber goal since returning 600,000. And after a few ghost peppers and jump scares, Cory's life would change yet again.
So, this is my car getting towed. I could have died. Me and my best friend Brandon, we could have died. And based on the damage that my car received, we should have died. This is the kind of thing that you dream about, and it happened to me. Like, how I was so sad. I didn't make it that far. I actually fell asleep on the freeway going 60-70 miles per hour. Like I'm shaking, like remembering how it all happened. Like the last thing I remembered before I crashed was I need to find a rest stop, and I was in the rightmost lane, and just blackness after that.
Understandably, Cory felt it was necessary to take a step back and recover from this situation. However, time ticked far past what anyone was expecting. And 1 month later, Cory would return with What in the World Am I Looking At? But of course, one of Cory's lowest lows would soon be followed with a greater high. 700,000 samurai strong, he would roast himself.
Yo man, your samurai love you, your videos, do they need it? Hey guys, I upload daily, sucker, you better delete it. The samurai love you, they love you cause you does you. Now cause you love you, does that mean this love is cause you does you? Wait, what did you say? That's not least, one more thing. Boy, what the freak is up with them
Anyways, this was clearly Cory apologizing. This was his means of yelling at himself for what he had been doing. He was angry, sad, and disappointed at not anyone but himself. Anyways, Yandere Simulator. Not too long after his roast, he would continue his uploads. Anything from No Man's Skies to Case Animatronic to Telltale's Batman to Welcome to the Game to Geometry Dash to Mortal Kombat. This was very clearly a new era in Cory's channel, and after 2 long breaks, a car accident, and oh wait, I forgot to talk about his puppy Sam, Cory began making the kind of content we had been missing for a while. New vlogs.
We got Mav vlogging, it's like a SpongeBob.
New series.
Surprise, motherfucker! No!
And Subnautica came back for a bit. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go! I'm dead!
Again, some of Cory's most popular videos come from this time. Sneak Thief blew up alongside Nighttime Visitor. He began Guts and Glory and Five Nights at Candy's 2, some hilarious and popular series. He then took another break, but made sure to announce and warn us about it. Cory got to meet Scott Cawthon himself right before starting a Hello Neighbor series, and then boom, Sister Location was released to the public, continuing the FNAF series, storyline, and popularity. Then he made I don't even know what this is. Oh yeah, his Mr. President video blew up past any expectations, but not before, bam, he met Kevin Hart, whose kids were actually a fan of Cory's. And then, to top it all off,
we worked so hard. It's time. Oh, baby, it's time. Oh, baby, it's time! Oh, baby, it's time!
Cory's life had been dedicated to one goal, and he had hit it. His life's work, all of his energy, time, and commitment into his YouTube channel, and he had finally reached the milestone he had dreamed of. Cory began his new journey with a playthrough of Mario Run, followed by Friday the 13th and Hello Neighbor. And of course I have to mention that around this time his classic Cooking with Kenshin episode about fried chicken would be released, and then he broke his hand.
Hand broke, but she still call me Poppy. Look at her one time and I know she's my mommy.
Cory soon began his Cory You Better Upload challenge, in which he attempts to upload every single day for a week. Soon after, the company Swedish Fish sent him a package in the mail right in the middle of his Five Nights at Candy's 3 series, which came out right after he brought back his Highlights series. Cory then came out about his ectodermal displacement, a very important moment in not just his channel, but his life. Soon after, Little Nightmares in Kindergarten would begin, and hold up, pump the brakes. I'm sure you can recall something about this time. Does Little Nightmares ring a bell? Well, if you've been watching Cory for a while, it should. Cory once again left YouTube for 2 months. No uploads, no tweets, no social media at all. However, this was followed with his final return, as in, this was his last break forever, and, well, we'll see about that.
I can tell you looking at me.
Roxy K.
Any closer and you feel the heat.
Cory's new journey had begun, and although at first this appeared to just be another short-lasting series of a few videos, this would soon turn out to be Cory's glory days. He quickly continued his Injustice and Kindergarten series, but also released his first Try Not to Laugh video, which would prove to be among his more popular videos. And even though it was just a quick hop-on of the old trend Try Not to Laugh challenges, it would stand out as a fairly unique take, as he basically didn't even try not to laugh. So, one thing you need to know about Cory is that he's very energetic and outgoing in many, many ways, although I'm sure you could have picked that up with...
It ain't over! Keep running, Sansa! Oh my gosh!
And although his extroverted behavior was a very intriguing aspect of his personality to new viewers, along with his honesty and humor, but around this time his true energetic self became a staple in many videos to come. Just sitting through any one of his videos from this time, you can get endless joy from him screaming at something scary,
Fight these swizzle!
shouting at something hype,
Let's get it.
or just being overall joyful about something.
You remember when your mom was sick and nobody wanted to give you that? I don't know where this story is going.
And as you view these events and Cory's reactions, most of the time you can't help but feel these emotions as well. Don't act like you don't smile when Cory gets excited. Don't act like you can't relate when Cory gets angry. And don't act like this isn't about to scare you.
I am done!
So with that being said, Cory made pancakes. Did I hear someone say certified banger? Happy Wheels? Yeah, a classic. The Escapists and Tattletale, even more bangers. He got a wife, apparently. He finished Mr. President. He finished Hello Neighbor. He freaking made a diss track. He got kidnapped. He listened to K-pop. He laughed a lot. Don't let this title make you think otherwise. Duck Hunt. Oh, God, Duck Hunt. Jolly 3 and Bendy and the Ink Machine made sure that Cory kept his horror series going. Cuphead screwed over the internet, and then Cory created the first ever Try Not to Edit challenge. And yes, from what I could find, Cory truly was the first to do this. And let me just say, if you haven't watched this Halloween special, do that right now. It's so good. However, we're gonna have to take a quick break from seeing all of his videos and check his sub count real quick. I mean, it's only been, what, 9 months? He's probably close to 1.5 million. Let's check. Wait, what is he doing? He's filling his entire bathtub with Swedish fish as in his celebration for hitting 2 million subscribers? I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but... Wait, he managed to have a heart-to-heart discussion in the... Bro, you're having a bath in Swedish fish! And then with 2 million, videos came and went just like usual. He began a Simulacra series alongside Hello Neighbor, a Little Nightmares DLC, Doki Doki Literature Club, and Getting Over It, and... Alright, this time I feel your pain, Cory. Then, after one vacation, Cory would once again vanish. But it was different this time. He just left. No build-up, no warning, no nothing. Gone. For months. However, just like his worst nightmare always says,
I always come back.
Should be live now.
Also, I don't know why I felt like mentioning this. I commented on his vlog when he left, and this does not deserve a damn like. Cory had returned, and he made sure that we knew it, uploading frequently videos like Baldi's Basic, A Return to Sneak Thief, and what arguably is one of his best series ever, Detroit Become Human. Cory quite clearly was emotionally invested in his series. He loved it, and let me tell you, as a fan, I also freaking loved it. He played Granny, and we can just ignore that one. He then, after ending his Detroit playthrough, he moved on to games like Raft and Cory, what the? He played Dude Stop, Arthur's Nightmare, Captain Spirit, and then, of course, FNAF Ultimate Custom Night. Toys R Us closed, my childhood got ruined, Baldi went to camp, and then 3 million. Cory's cooking series had become insanely popular, so it felt right to make his special a cooking video. And in many ways, this video shaped 3 million to be the final milestone. This felt almost like the perfect place to end the story. However, we of course know this is not where it ended.
Thank you guys so much for believing in me. Thank you guys so much for being there for me. Wouldn't have been able to do this without you. And we thank God, of course, for everything.
But the craziness does not end here. Soon after the milestone, Cory would play a game completely inspired and made because of him and his content. A game that a fan made for him. Which I guess would be as good of a time as any to bring up one more thing people love about Cory.
Number 1, let's get it. Look at this cue ball, looking like he about to kill me and y'all. I ain't trying to mess with you, man, I'm just playing. Let me hop in the whip, man, I'm just saying.
Following this, Cory was made a custom map and character in the game Guts and Glory, which was uploaded right after a very detailed animation one of his fan made about one of his playthroughs. Cory's fanbase was incredibly supportive, dedicated, and entertained, and he wasn't even halfway to the finale. Cory's channel continued to grow, slowly accelerating and developing. Games like Sneak Thief, We Happy Few, and Granny would appear and disappear. His Walking Dead series ended, his Granny series ended, and then he started playing PlayStation's new Spider-Man game that he totally finished. Oh, what's this? Another one of his best and probably most popular series began? Oh, that's right, Spooky Scary Sunday was started. And right after this series, Cory's aunt tragically passed away, an event that took a slight toll on his health. Although, the videos did continue. Until they didn't. Cory took a small break before and after his video titled Inside of My Mind.
I've been hearing a lot on these YouTube streets in my absence. I'm depressed. I don't like YouTube no more. You know what? I'm taking the scope off. I don't even need it. Safety's off. Oh, you thought this was fake?
Resident Evil 2, bang. Spooky Scary Sundays, bang. Below Zero, bang. Just Shapes and Beats, bang. Try Not to Laugh, bang. His former most popular video ever, titled LeBron James the Horror Game, in which famous basketball player attempts to murder the player whilst offering the Christmas special soda labeled Sprite Cranberry, bang? Cory then collaborated with Dashi, Lauren Z Side, Gloom, Cub Scout, and Poised. He created a 14th highlights video, his Spooky Scary Sunday video continued, and with it, his subscriber count. All leading to...
I just want to say...
Cory's mission was, after his many breaks, to upload every day for however long he could. Over and over, he nearly missed it with videos like Code Orange, My Shortest Video Ever, and Cory Has a Message For You. However, most of the time he was able to upload and continue his streak, and the numbers added up, 20, 30, 40, 60, 85. He was uploading every day, even if it was a close call. It was every day. Until...
And today, my friends, is the 100th day in a row. You can go down the library if you so choose. 100th day in a row that I've uploaded a video on YouTube.
Cory had uploaded 100 consecutive days in a row, quite the achievement for someone known for taking long breaks. However, his longest break was yet to come. After this video, he did not upload for another month, then 2 weeks, then after one more video, nothing. Complete silence. Now, of course, breaks, this was nothing new, but it was still surprising. He had left in the middle of his glory moment, his channel's golden age, and the days ticked by without a word from Cory. And as time marched forwards, the fans continued to wonder, where was CoryxKenshin?
It's been 6 months since CoryxKenshin has made a video.
Cory's absence began on May 8th, 2019. However, it truly took place beginning on June 15th of that year, the day after a tweet saying he would be back soon. However, soon is nearly the opposite of what occurred. Cory took month after month off, attempting a return in both June and September, but he just didn't feel like it. Every time he went back to his chair, his heart sank. He knew he couldn't return. Cory would then reach 5 million subscribers in the middle of his 9-month break, solidifying his place as one of the fastest growing creators of this type at the time. People began assuming that he had died. People began assuming that he had a child. And some...
CoryxKenshin.
His fans' theories and suspicions grew nearly as fast as, well, the number of fans that he had. He attempted another return in January, but to no avail. Hundreds of videos were posted pondering the same question: where had the Shogun gone? Well, after a long Friday of school and homework, I decided to hop on YouTube, probably to check how many views this freaking video got, and my eyes eventually wandered to the trending tab. I wonder what baloney YouTube has put on the trending tab today. Maybe some Fortnite late night talk show host? Another pregnancy announcement? Well, yes, all of those things were on there. What I found at number 1 shocked me. Beating out Drake, Trevor Noah, and March Madness.
Hey.
It was him. Cory had officially returned. He had turned on the camera, sat down, and talked, for the first time in 9 months. Cory made sure to note why he was gone and what he did. He had gone to Japan, E3, and New York, went on multiple Make-A-Wish meetups, and celebrated New Year's with his family. The why he was gone was, well, it was because he's human. Not a single person can do what Cory does and never take a break. Cory's the only person who runs this channel, the only one to research, record, edit, write, post, advertise, and a lot more. He puts his all into this YouTube channel, as much as he can with no help. And some people have the audacity to get angry when he takes a break. Cory had spent so much time doing YouTube that he needed a break. Not just from YouTube, but the internet, to take time for himself and his health. He hung out with his family and friends, went to parties, and met fans. This was a great thing for his well-being and his mental health towards YouTube. And, quick note here, notice how when Cory's mental health was in a bad place, he stood back, focused on it, and tried to have a good time and relax instead of being racist, homophobic, or exchanging nudes with minors. I think some people can take notes. But now he had relaxed. He had fun and was ready to return, to have even more fun. His return video performed amazingly. Like I said, it hit number 1 on trending, getting over 800,000 likes and showing Cory's content to the rest of YouTube, allowing for new fans to come pouring in. Cory may have left in his prime, but remember, we're only at 5 million subscribers at this point. So, 5 million to go. And in less than a year, it would happen. Cory, before officially returning, gave himself 10 more days, but once those were up, the first actual gaming video in 9 months would be uploaded, and I don't even want to know what this game even is. Cory made sure to quickly return to many of his old series like Spooky Scary Sunday, Try Not to Laugh, and Resident Evil. However, he also began a brand new series, Minecraft. Cory decided to hop on the very quickly moving train that was Minecraft content and went in blind, literally not knowing a thing about this game. But let's move that aside because 6 million already.
Round of applause.
Following this would be Spooky Scary Sunday, then Resident Evil, and then Minecraft yet again. Cory's fanbase would continue to grow fast. Try Not to Laugh, FNAF, and Mortal Kombat, the fanbase still skyrocketed. Cory's current most popular video is about Mortal Kombat 11. He attempted and succeeded to beat the entire game in one 3-hour-long video, and it blew up, allowing for more people to discover him and subscribe. The numbers kept climbing. Cory then made a strong comment in not only this badass tweet, but this video about the year 2020 and its just awfulness, the riots, the pandemics, the police, the fires, and the celebrity deaths. But, of course, most notably, the cause of the riots. However, this video would soon be followed by something we very much needed. Something that once again crushed the competition on the trending page, a good vibe check video.
Third good vibe check. You're looking good today.
This video was made to shed light on all the good that happened in 2020. And while there wasn't a lot, there was still some. Like his new merch.
I've been working on some pretty exciting things.
Muy bien.
This is top secret.
I highly doubt that you recall this, but in my Unis Honest video, I covered how awful YouTuber merchandise is. But I used Cory's as an example of actually good, well thought out merch, and I mean, look at it. Then after a very interesting Last of Us video and a 4-person collab on Fall Guys, yeah, I remember that game, Cory would hit 7 million subscribers, and this is when the infamous occurred. I would not be making this video if it weren't for this.
I guess now is as good as time as any. When we reach 10 million, if we reach 10 million, I will be announcing my retirement from YouTube. That's right, guys. But no need to worry. That's a long ways from now. And we might not even hit it. But if we do, I'll be announcing my retirement.
We might not even hit it. Oh, Cory. Oh, Cory. Anyways, what's next on the menu? Oh, a charity live stream? I remember when he used to do those. He got like, what, almost 100,000 on the last one? I wonder how much he made on this time.
This is it. 300,000!
After this, he played some Among Us because who the heck didn't, and then he left. Okay, but it wasn't that bad. It was less than a month, and he explained it later. And then he started a series on PlayStation's new Spider-Man Miles Morales game. The sequel to that other Spider-Man PS4 game that, remember, he totally finished. And give me a minute to give a load of personal opinion. This is my favorite freaking series he has ever made. He brings it all to the table here. The hype, the anger, the joy, the excitement, the sadness, and just all the emotions. This is a CoryxKenshin series, and despite its weirdness, it is so much fun. He then began a series on Little Nightmares sequel, but before he had a chance to follow that video up, 2020 came to an end. But not before he hit 8 million subscribers. Cory ended off 2020 with a milestone, and just a quick reminder, 10 million would happen in June. And so, he continued. Friday Night Funkin' became a smash hit for Cory and his fans. Resident Evil Village came out, and, well, we all know what happened there. He once again beat an entire game in one video, this time being The Ghost of Tsushima, and yes, I can pronounce very good, thank you for pointing it out. Little Nightmares 2 was released, and Cory was all over it, and Spooky Scary Sundays was unknowingly ended at episode 64. Around the same time, Cory's Little Nightmares 2 series would end, which would be his last gameplay video ever. Because the next video would be the 9 million celebration, the semi-finale, the final run, the home stretch.
$9 million? It felt like when I saw it, it felt different. It was like bittersweet. Not ending, but this is the home stretch. There's only 1 more million left, and then that's 10. The ultimate goal. I've taken a lot of breaks on YouTube, but I've also put a lot of time on YouTube. I've edited every single video, every single piece of content by myself. Years of my life I put into this. Years behind my desk, through the night, through the days. This is my life energy I put into these videos. This isn't, I don't record something and then put myself in the corner and then upload it. I put everything into it.
As of right now, Cory's last video posted to his channel was his 9 million subscribers celebration, in which he discussed how grateful he is to just have been given this opportunity and his loyal fan base. And loyal they definitely are, because just 3 months later, despite 0 uploads, Cory would surpass 10 million subscribers. And now, he's gone. Although it's unlikely there will never be another video on this channel, this is largely the end. I'm confident in saying that he will make one more just to celebrate and say goodbye, but right now, it's over. Cory has 10 million fans waiting for the message, the final video to say farewell. 10 million people looked at Cory, his content, and his personality, and decided to subscribe. It's bittersweet. Cory has built a piece of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people's daily lives. He was a huge part of a huge number of people's childhoods. All the time, we hear celebrities say, follow your dreams. You can do anything with enough effort, but it doesn't mean anything. No matter how talented the people you look up to are, a lot of the time, it's either sheer luck or because they were already in a wealthy or famous family that they got to where they are. Cory, in his 9 million talk, repeats the same message. Work hard, be yourself, and you can do it. On the surface, this appears like just any other message you get from celebrities. But if one thing is clear from my video so far, Cory started off as some random kid in college talking about women, only to go from nothing to a few thousand to an internet sensation. Cory wasn't born into some famous family. Cory wasn't just given everything he has today. Cory recorded every single video on his channel. Cory wrote every single sketch on his channel. Cory edited every single video on his channel, and Cory made sure that he put a smile on your face every single video. Cory worked his head off to bring millions of people around the world joy every day he could. Cory is a unique story, sure, but he is a shining example. He was always himself. He was always honest. He was always kind. He showed emotion and made sure that every video was special. And because of his work, he went from nothing to everything. His growth broke any expectations anyone had, defied the algorithm, and created hundreds of thousands of memories. I hope you have a good life, Cory. This retirement is beyond deserved. Goodbye. And until next time, my brothers and sisters.
This is that one.